All right, guys, welcome back to Foxhound Finance, where we analyze market trends, financial reports, market news, and hunt down potential investing opportunities in the stock market using technical analysis. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you do not miss an update from me on the market. And lastly, please remember that the video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. All right, we have to get right into it, guys. I have a lot to cover today. Very important stuff here. We're going to start off with the SPY. My last video, I told you guys that a 10% correction repeat pattern from August 5th, 2024 would lead you down to this 506 right here. And if we are repeating a somewhat 10% correction and present day, you would go 613, and then 10% correction would give you 552. So you would actually break through the 200 EMA, and this would be your 552 zone, this level here. Okay, if we are not getting a full 10% correction, we are pretty much repeating it exactly to the T right here, because you have a gap of space in between the 200 EMA and the price action here. So will we get this reversal like this and then make our way to the next move, right? This next bullish cycle? Or will we actually get the full 10% correction, break the 200 EMA, then reverse, right? So those are two scenarios, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because honestly, it's playing out like perfectly right now. Like we're getting that. So I did draw sort of like a pattern from previous history, and let's say if we reversed like right now, if this is the bottom, right? Because we pretty much went all the way down to 572 and then reversed back up to like 580, was this 584, 585, and then closed today at 577. So if we are in fact bottomed right here and reversing, then this move here would give you 674. Okay. If we were going to kind of repeat this, like we came down and then pretty much follow this trend, right? That could be a potential situation. And that would be probably obviously lining up with the news, and I'll just highlight a couple things. But let's say, let's say that if we actually hit my 552, it would just basically be a little lower. It'd be like 652. So 672, 652 would be probably the next high if we're going to go bullish case scenario, if we're going to follow a similar pattern. And then if you were going to say that we are in like, bearish kind of territory because of the news and you think it's going to be negative, if you're reversing here, it would bring you to 526, which just doesn't really make sense because I don't see it really testing any level per se. But if you actually bring it down to my 552, like let's say it bounces and then just decides to distribute down, you would actually come to this exact August 5th, 2024 level right here. And it would be like a double kind of bottom or a retest almost. And then maybe you could get the next wave up. So the reason I don't think it's this move here, and I'm going to go real quick, guys, is the RSI. RSI is at 33 and is in basically oversold conditions in the market. Okay, so it looks like we're due for a reversal back upward. And again, news real quick. So the tariffs on Canada, Mexico, the Zelensky minerals deal with the United States, that could work as a catalyst in both ways. Good way, maybe bad way, right? They're going to use some of this news to justify what's going on here. So let's keep paying attention to that and see what happens. But I think right now, this is literally repeating, regardless of the news. Like if you look at this, so far it looks good. Let's go to AMC next because again, I got a lot to cover. Similar situation yesterday, and sort of a new development I didn't notice, but we wanted to see a green candle come here because I told you guys that forget the arrows, we don't need these. I told you that a 20% correction like that happened over here, 20% correction, right, gave you the 283. If we repeated it here, it would bring you down to 305, 303, and that's what we got yesterday. Here's the funnier part. We actually went lower than that. We wicked down. We wicked down to 295, and we got a retest of this 295 here, right? The second higher low, I guess. We retested the second higher low from 238, right? So 238 is the first official lowest point, second lowest point. And we got the double here. And if you go over here, look at this, 283, 283. So the first part of the M, the first arch, was filled out and tested exactly this. Pretty symmetrical, right? And then we're looking for this move. We're looking for the next arch to build. So over here, this M pattern, same thing. We'll look for a push up, maybe to come down and then go. And this could, this could take all of March, right, to fill out this next arch, potentially, right? It just depends, right? So that was interesting. I thought how that happened today was pretty cool. And now you definitely want to reverse off this. If you got 295 here, 295 here, you pretty much want to reverse off this now and start building that second arch. So that is AMC. And obviously, guys, you can see, same thing. Look, RSI is at 37. It's pretty much oversold conditions. So I don't really see a reason for us to go any further. And there's really no point, and everything's lining up as I see it. So let's go over to Rivian now. Okay, Rivian, really fast here. We have this channel that it's formed, right? We're gonna look at the daily first. Look at the patterns I have drawn here since we've gotten in this channel. Your high points are getting lower. I've circled these. They're drifting all the way down. Okay? We can see this happening right here. Down, and then your low points are also descending until you reach the bottom, and then you reverse. Because the next time you come down, you hit your second higher low here. Okay, which is your, man, this is annoying. 290, sorry, not 295. This is not AMC. This was your, what, 950? Okay, so boom, boom, and we're looking for the third higher low, right? And we also want to respect this trend line. Okay, we've been respecting it here since we started 826, 825, whatever. We've been respecting this trend line. We've bounced off of it every time. Okay, next thing I want to see is that when we do rebound, we want to break this level. If we want to see true reversal action, we need to break this 1672 mark. Okay, and I'm going to show you the same thing for Unity in the second. But guys, if we look at this, right, when we go to rebound up, we want to tackle all these levels, right? I want to beat the 1672. I want to beat the 1892. I want to attack this 24, right? If we're going to go back up, we have to kill these levels. And I'll tell you real quick before I end the Rivian section, because once you conquer these levels down here and last one, before we really see crazy upside, this 43-ish range, when you conquer those levels, you're gone. Okay? Then we can start to get that crazy upward push, like sort of straight lining up almost, really. In comparison to the side action, this is a straight line up. So that's what you want to do. Let's go to Unity. Same thing here. This is on the weekly. I have highlighted. I circled these little spots here, right? Here's your high points. They're descending, okay? All the way down. And then I have this channel because this channel is what we've been trading inside of. You poked out of it here, right? Except for here. But look, same thing. Trend line, you're respecting the upward trend line, right? Which is indicating to me a reversal is underway, right? 1390, 18-ish, and then this 19-ish range. Here's your first push up coming off the bottoms, right? The lower bottoms that have formed. The next time you come down and then decide to go back up, I would like to see us break this range. That would really indicate that we're ready to reverse out and we'd break out of the channel and then maybe start forming more of our side-to-side patterns in here. But I want to see that because, again, the ascension is happening. I want to see ascension up, right? So I want to see this continue. It looks very good. Loading zone-wise, you might get 2150, but I don't think I'm going to get my 19, maybe, just yet. Because if you did come back down, what are you going to hit now? Like, I don't know. You would break my trend line here that we've established, and then that would get you to maybe the bottom of the channel. I guess maybe you could get the 19, but it looks like it's respecting this trend line. So if it were to bounce down right now, given the price action, you're looking at $19, $20 flat, $19.99, like a commercial back in the 90s or whatever. So that's pretty much it for that. For Unity, guys, looks very good. All the stocks look pretty good. Nike is just sitting right on top of its channel right here. If it breaks down, we said we want to get 65. If it does not break that, I said retest from COVID, maybe $56 would make the most sense, right? Because you're already below this and these points here. This is probably the most recent low that you would hit. So still looking for that on Nike. We'll see what happens with that one as well. But again, guys, I think, let's see here. We got all of our EMAs, RSIs are all oversold. We're looking at the higher lows forming, the lower lows look like they're reversing finally out. I really don't see us having the super crash if we did that, right? If you were to crash the market, these stocks are down 90%. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense yet to happen. You got stocks down 90%. They need some kind of cushion to rebound. I mean, or what are you going to get? Like, probably the craziest discount of our lives, essentially, is the way I'm looking at it. Because where the company positions are, too, they look pretty good to turn around right now. So keep that stuff in mind, guys. I like what I'm seeing here. Other than that, I will keep you guys up to date with another video tomorrow. If you guys are new here, please subscribe, comment down below what your thoughts are. Maybe you guys have different perspectives. Please share it with the group because, again, this is the only way we're going to get better. And we want to make sure that, obviously, having more eyes on these situations, the better, right? So appreciate you guys as always, man. Just really, like I said, returning viewers, just checking out the content. Man, it means a lot to me. I put a lot of effort into this. So I will keep you guys up to date. And if anything changes, I will always try to give you guys a heads up right away. So stick in there, guys. We're looking like we're about to have this big decision happen pretty soon. So I will see you guys tomorrow in the next update video. Take care.